Hello.
Hello. Oh, I missed the countdown. We're back. It's voting Tuesday, actually.
It is Tuesday, yes.
So we're not here to help you with the political problems that
No.
people have between each other, because that can get kind of fiery. But we do have some tips on how to fix your relationship problems. These are the quicker tips we give.
Beyond just boundary setting, which is huge, but
Right, we talked about boundary setting quite a bit. But as an introduction, I'm Dr. Dabney, relationship psychiatrist, Joelle Brandt, relationship coach, and we're here to try to help you be a little less, weird about coming in to see us or anybody that would help you with your emotional relationship problems. Sort of like us opening our front door and saying, come on in, this is what we talk about, this is what we do, this is our imperfections, and hopefully make you a little bit more comfortable. So we have talked about boundary setting, and the basic boundary setting method is, I feel X when you do Y, so I need you to please stop. Okay, so that's a nutshell, right? But there's some other quick down and dirty statements you can make to stop some troublesome patterns in your relationship. So we thought we'd go over those today. And the one we talk about a lot is walking away. But
there's a little part to that you have to add.
That's right. Because walking away is a little passive aggressive. If you're in the middle of something or your partner's in the middle of something and you walk away, you're going to stir them up they're not going to know where you went.
You just left.
Yeah. Are you coming back? That's sort of hurtful to them. So we talk about using a bridge statement, right?
You can say, walking away, I'm going to leave. This is getting a little too much, but let's revisit it after dinner.
Exactly. So that little statement keeps it from being torture for the other person. Okay. Now, there are times when walking away without a statement is appropriate. So the first example, walking away with a bridge statement, is if someone's being inappropriately aggressive, name calling, yelling gets to be too high. Whenever you get to that, that anxiety, discomfort, like, it's not working for me, check in later. Okay. But if they're being passive aggressive, and I'm talking about
Mumbling.
Mumbling under their breath, saying something in passing, that's the time to simply walk away. Because what that's doing, the other person is being inappropriate, and they're drawing you into an argument you can't win, right? You didn't hear them. They didn't say it.
Yeah.
So you get into those dead ends.
The fights back and forth.
Yeah, just, yes, I did.
Nowhere.
No, you didn't. No, it's ridiculous. So don't take the bait. And that you just simply ignore. Walk into the next room, not angrily, just simply remove yourself. Got a phone call to make. Going to check on the kids. Just out you go. The idea being that your partner needs to learn, and this is how to help them learn, that they'll only get your attention if they approach you appropriately. They're not good. They're going to lose you if they're not appropriate. Okay. Then we've talked about, what's our other ones we talked about?
Oh, like just one-way statements, or just like a simple statements.
Right.
I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
The simple statement. We talked about saying what your emotion is in light of what they do. But there are times where just saying how you feel and leaving it there has a lot more impact.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So example would be, ooh, that hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Right? These statements get you away from somebody who's ready to pounce as soon as you say, well, it's hurtful when you say this. Or if you said 1,000,000 times, it hurts when you criticize me, and they're still criticizing you, you might want to abbreviate it to, that's painful. It's like a little reminder, a little soupçon.
Yeah. Well, because if you say it hurts or that's painful, they have nothing else to say except sorry. Or it also can open up that communication. It might, like you said, as a reminder, it might say, what did I do that hurt?
Right.
because they may truly still not get it. And then it gives you that communication, that open forum to say, well, this is what you did that hurt.
Exactly. You can go ahead and explain it once I ask, but it
Yep.
lets them know that the pain is right there and there's no distraction from it by saying what they did or didn't do, or, just to put it out there.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And then lastly, we like to recommend the do-over.
I like this one.
People say, I always wish I had a do-over. Well, you can have a do-over. Just have to ask.
Yes.
So sometimes when you get into, if you see, maybe this is especially good when you're making mistakes, like being too loud, and she's making mistakes. She's maybe, I don't know, calling names or whatever. If you both find yourself,
It's just not productive.
thank you,
Being not productive, just not going anywhere.
then stop and say, hey, can we do this again? Let's start this again.
Yes.
Even maybe another time, like start this again. Let's try this again after dinner. We're both too wound up right now. Or just simply, let's just start this again. That sometimes can be a relief to the other person as much as it's a relief to you.
Yeah, because everyone's getting amped up and you can just start over, calm down. Or even, like you said, after dinner, take a break, take a moment. Definitely helps.
So those are some additional helpful hints to stop those relationship patterns that aren't working for you. The key here, people, is if we had to bottom line all this, don't let those relationship patterns keep going on and on and on. It doesn't get better. It's not a time cures all wounds type of situation.
I mean, and it's definitely something, and this can be used in any relationship,
Right.
Any type of relationship that you have. All of these things are true.
Yeah, exactly. When we talk about intimate relationships, our jobs here are typically to help executive men with their relationship problems. But of course, you have grown children, you have parents, you have friends, all helpful.
Yeah. So if you know anybody that this can help, or you think, they may need to hear, please love, share, and just
Pass it on.
pass it on.
And we'll be back next week with more helpful hints. All right. See you then. Go out and vote. Unless you're Joelle.